7:27 in the morning. We're going to check in with the NFL in just a second.
Goddard's Gold. From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
I'm Taylor Bishotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. You can expect to see Budda Baker on the practice field when Cardinals training camp opens on July 27th, even after Baker requested a trade back in April. NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo on Friday's Good Morning Football said the five-time Pro Bowler doesn't expect to be the highest paid safety in the league, but according to his agent, wants to be, quote, a long-term part of their future plans. Baker is entering the final season of a 4-year, $59 million contract. Meanwhile, former Cardinal and future Hall of Famer J.J. Watt has agreed to a multi-year deal with CBS Sports to serve as an NFL studio analyst. Watt said on social media that he loved the game too much to be away from it entirely. And in addition to being general manager at the Texans, the Houston Chronicle is reporting that Nick Caserio has been named executive vice president, a role previously held by Jack Easterby. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Sponsored by Armstrong Pharmaceuticals.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get the ultra smooth, ultra powerful iPhone 11 for $49.99.
He didn't stutter.
See every angle with dual cameras.
Make it a double.
All on America's largest 5G networks.
Large and in charge, baby.
Get with the power of Boost and get the iPhone 11 for $49.99.
That's half a Benjamin.
Boost Mobile.
Unleash your power.
ID verification required. New customers only at one per line. Additional restrictions apply. See boostmobile.com for details.
Have you checked out our website, KXORadio.com? News and information you can use, KXORadio.com. And, of course, follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. Like us, follow us. We're on Facebook.
Simply at Home Marketplace at 607 West Main Street in El Centro invites you to celebrate freedom with them at their special event this Saturday, July 1st from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. with food vendors like Rolling Cones and Flash Dogs and a live performance by Gator with a wide selection of vendors. You never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home, the largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. This weekend, stop by and hang out for a bit this Saturday, July 1st from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Simply at Home Marketplace, 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
1230 KXO, 7:30 on this 4th of July weekend, Saturday morning. Be very aware. The CHP out there in their maximum enforcement. They went into that period last night at around 6 o'clock. It's going to continue throughout the holiday weekend. It is, what is it? It's time to take a look at the birthdays. July 1st birthdays. Leslie Caron, she's still out there somewhere. She's 92 years old, probably at home watching the TV. Actor Jamie Farr, he was a Klinger on MASH. He's 89 today. Jean Marsh of Upstairs, Downstairs, 89 today. Actress Genevieve Bujold is 81. I used to see her in the movies all the time. I haven't seen her in a while. Deborah Harry of Blondie is 78 today. Daryl Anderson of the Lou Grant Show, he's 72. Trevor Eve is an actor, 72 today. Singer Fred Schneider is he was of the B-52s. I think he still is. 72 years old today. Victor Willis of the Village People is 72. Dan Aykroyd, he used to be on Saturday Night Live and the Ghostbusters thing. He is 71. Actress Lorna Patterson of Airplane. That's a funny movie. He's 67 today. Alan Ruck of Succession, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 67 today. Evelyn Champagne King, she is 63 today. She is one of the queens of disco. Andre Brower, one of the great actors, in my opinion anyway. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that's the comedy show. He's also on Homicide, which was very serious. He's a good actor. I like him. He says 61 today. Dominic Keating of Star Trek Enterprise is 61. Actress Pamela Anderson is 56. I thought she was older than that. Actor Henry Simmons of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a Marvel comic thing. It's NYPD Blue also. He's 53. Rapper Missy Elliott is 52. Julianne Nicholson of Law & Order, Criminal Intent, and Ally McBeal, 52 today. Actor-writer Jill Kargman of The Odd Mom Out is 49. Let's see, we have actor Thomas Sadowski, Life in Pieces, 47 today. Liv Tyler, that's Steven Tyler's little girl. She's 46 today. Hillary Burton on One Tree Hill, 41. Lee Sadu, Lisa Du. She was at the Grand Budapest Hotel. 38 years old today. Stephen and Andrew Cavarno, apparently they're twins, but they were on Party of Five, 31. Storm Reed, 12 years a slave, and A Wrinkle in Time, 20 years old today. Local birthdays, we got a few of them coming up.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in California. This message presented by the CIF and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Michael Carrillo, Sandra de la Garza, Kailia Alvarez, Aaron Hunt, Ceci Villalobos, Norma Sosa, Socorro Antunes, Roman Sanchez, Peter Rodriguez, Sarah Padilla, Trini Zamaripa, Jorge de la Rosa, Charles Simpson, Justin Thompson, Lori Cardona, Michael Kirby, and Susie Avendano. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Did you know we're on Facebook? KXO Radio Imperial Valley. That's our Facebook page. Check it out. Neat stuff on Facebook. KXO Radio Imperial Valley. Follow us on Facebook.
And it is now time for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. It's a slippery slope. That's what Sarah Kate Ellis says about the Supreme Court's ruling yesterday for a Christian Colorado web designer who opposed making wedding websites for same-sex couples.
Who's to say that down the line there aren't going to be signs in storefronts, "We don't serve gays"?
Ellis heads the advocacy group GLAD. The Supreme Court also struck down President Biden's student loan forgiveness program yesterday, but the president has a new plan.
This new path is legally sound. It's going to take longer, but in my view, it's the best path that remains to providing for as many borrowers as possible with debt relief.
Payments will resume in the fall. One of the strictest immigration laws in the country goes into effect in Florida today. Manny Escobedo is a contractor.
Just a lot of nervousness. A lot of guys have left the state already, kind of fled the state, just kind of scared.
The law requires hospitals and employers to check a person's citizenship status and limits access to social services. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. California Congressman Adam Schiff said on CNN that Friday's ruling, which allows businesses to refuse to do work for same-sex weddings could lead to discrimination against other protected minorities.
Well, then we don't feel we ought to lodge people who are same-sex couples, or we're going to have our lodging only available to people of a certain color or not mixed race couples. So it opens the door, I feel, dangerously to discrimination.
As you prepare for your July 4th celebrations, keep in mind firework laws and safety. In California, you are only allowed to purchase fireworks that carry the label Safe and Sane. In the Bay Area, fire departments have been warning everyone about the dangers of illegal fireworks. Steve Hill from the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District.
We have a bumper crop of vegetation that's out there drying out, ready to burn. It's not worth the risk. They're dangerous, they're uncontrollable, and in these weather conditions, they're irresponsible.
Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts. Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is page 1 of the local news. A service this morning of El Centro Motors, a quick lane tire and auto centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors and the Brawley Auto Center. They are at the Brawley Auto Center. El Centro Motors, and in Brawley at the Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. It's been a while since I've done this. In the news this morning, the 4-day weekend is underway. It's going to be a weekend to remember, mostly because of the weather. An excessive heat watch is in effect for the entire 4-day weekend. National Weather Service says temperatures will range between 113 to 117 degrees at least through Tuesday. The overnight lows will range between 80 and 85 degrees. The affected areas will be Southern California and most of Arizona. The Weather Service says there will be a high risk of heat stress or illness to people and to animals. It is recommended you stay hydrated, avoid exposure to the sun from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. If you have access to air conditioning, use it. Fans alone may not be enough. Wear light, loose-fitting clothes. The excessive heat watch is expected to continue through Tuesday, July 4th. Temperatures are expected then to lower down to 110 degrees on Wednesday. And the Imperial Irrigation District has issued an energy conserve alert for this weekend as the National Weather Service has forecast the excessive heat watch that is in effect. IID Conserve Alert will be in effect from this morning through 9 p.m. on Monday, July 3rd. The alert is a call to consumers to voluntarily conserve energy when demand for power could outstrip a supply. These alerts generally occur during heat waves when electrical demand is high, such as right now. We'll have more in just a minute.
El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Now, before you head out on a summer road trip, head into Quick Lane, ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil and filter. Rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And despite all the weather conditions, all the heat, there is plenty to do to celebrate Independence Day this weekend in Imperial Valley. Today, it's a free fishing day. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife says you can fish without a license today. All other rules, however, do apply. Also today, County of Imperial and the IID hosting the second annual Summer Splash Bash at Sunbeam Lake. The free event will feature water activities, face painting, food and drinks, and a whole lot more from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. today at Sunbeam Lake. Sunday, tomorrow, the Calipatria Foundation and the Calipatria Lions Club are presenting a community celebration at the Hatfield Airport in Calipat. That's on West Main Street in Calipat. There will be food, music, a whole lot of fun, all capped off with a fireworks spectacular as this evening. The event starts at 4 p.m. and will continue until it's over. There will also be a water polo tournament across the street at the high school, Calipatria High School swimming pool. The the Calipat Fire Department taking on the other fire departments. On Tuesday, July 4th, the City of El Centro Aquatic Center will present a far-out 4th of July pool party, food, games, swimming, the lazy river, aqua track, all the amenities. They will be also be a groovy DJ from noon to 4 p.m. Admission is absolutely free, and everyone is encouraged to go. The City of Brawley Parks and Recreation Department is having a free swim and a movie event at the Alliance Center. A pool admission is absolutely free. Children must be accompanied by an adult. That's it. That's page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is time for page 2 of the local news and your local weather, served up this hour by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food specializing in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state in the union. Very appropriate for this weekend. Indian news, a stubborn brush fire is burning near Laguna Dam. What has been named as the West Main Fire has burned an estimated 900 acres by Friday afternoon. The fire started Thursday morning about 9 miles north of Yuma in Arizona and is burning actively along the Colorado River. Blaze crossed into California just north of Laguna Dam. Fire is fueled by dense vegetation such as salt cedar and phragmites. The fire is currently burning on lands managed by the Bureau of Reclamation, Fort Yuma Tribal Lands, and Wildlife Area. No homes are being threatened at this time, but Bureau of Reclamation infrastructure and facilities are at high risk. Several roads in the area on both sides of the river are closed. The fire is being managed by the Bureau of Land Management and Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management. As of late Friday, there was 0% containment. And a magnitude 3.3 earthquake was recorded Friday afternoon. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a small earthquake had an epicenter of about 20 miles south-southeast of Mexicali in Baja California. Time of the occurrence was 1:09 in the afternoon. There were no reports of injury or damage. And an early Friday morning accident led to an arrest of one of the drivers. The incident occurred at about 12:55 a.m. in the early morning hours Friday on Dogwood Road, just north of Interstate 8. According to El Centro Police, no one was injured, but the driver of one of the cars was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of driving under the influence. And they are currently sitting in county jail unless they've posted bail. We've got your weather coming up next.
K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at K Sushi, including for the kids. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout.
The high temperature yesterday, 109 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 76. National Weather Service says the first excessive heat episode of the season begins today, lasting through early next week, with the high temperatures mostly between 111 to 115 degrees. By the latter half of next week, hot and overall dry conditions will persist, but the high temperatures are forecast to be closer to 110 degrees, or roughly 3 to 5 degrees above normal. Weather forecast calling for an excessive heat warning throughout the holiday weekend. It's going to be sunny and hot today. Highs right near 114. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 80. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 115. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies Sunday night. Overnight lows around 80. West winds at around 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunny and hot. Highs right near 115. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Independence Day Tuesday, sunny and hot. Highs right near 113. South to southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Coming west 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 81 degrees, 32% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality now unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico as well as Nyland. Air quality is moderate for the rest of the region. Local news and your weather. Page 2 of the local news and your weather brought to you this morning by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Dinner menu features 16 different entrees. K Sushi Bar and Grill just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And it is time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Major League Baseball scoreboard. Padres took the Reds into the 11th inning, but resulted in another loss. So Reds beat the Padres 7-5. Diamondbacks, they got by the Angels 6-2. The Cubs defeated the Guardians at 10-1. Nationals over the Phillies at 2-1. Twins defeated the Orioles 8-1. Pirates got by the Brewers 8-7. Red Sox over the Blue Jays shut them out 5-0. It was the Giants over the Mets 5-4. The Braves beat the Marlins 16-4. Astros over the Rangers 5-3. Dodgers beat the Royals 9-3. It was the Rockies over the Tigers 8-5. Athletics. The Athletics beat the White Sox 7-4. Rays over the Mariners 15-4. And the Yankees and Cardinals were postponed because of inclement weather. In the WNBA, it was a Dream over the Mystics at 94-89. Sky defeated the Sparks 86-75. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And NASCAR Cup race. The next one will be in Chicago, a unique one. It's going to be on the Chicago Street Course. Jimmy Johnson will not be there. Tragedy in his family. Johnson will not race this weekend in the NASCAR Cup Series. The deaths of his wife's parents and a nephew in Oklahoma. The bodies of 69-year-old Jack Janway, his wife Terry Janway, 68 years old, and their grandson Dalton Janway, 11 years old, were discovered Monday at a home in Oklahoma, Muskogee, Oklahoma, located about 50 miles southeast of Tulsa. Muskogee police say the incident is being investigated as a murder-suicide. And another death in racing. This was a Formula Regional driver, Dutch teenager Delano van Tiehoff, died in the accident during a wet Formula Regional European Championship race at Belgium's Spa-Francorchamps, the circuit on Saturday, according to his team. And the Pacers, in basketball, the NBA free agency started today. Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton lands a 5-year max contract extension, $260 million. That's what it's worth up to, with fringe benefits and all that other stuff. Memphis Grizzlies guard Desmond Bane has agreed to a 5-year, $207 million max contract extension. According to his agent, they made that report. Well, they reported that to ESPN. Memphis cornerstone players Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Bane are now secured long-term. Bane's $200 million deal is the first in the Grizzlies' history. And free agent point guard Fred Van Fleet has agreed to a 3-year, $130 million contract with the Houston Rockets. Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul and agent Erica Ruiz told ESPN that they broke the news to them. That's it. That's a look at sports. A lots going on. High salaries in the NBA. The Sports World Roundup has been brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Okay, that brings us to the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Stocks rose Friday, and technology names continued to their staggering run to cap off a strong start to the year and the best first half for the NASDAQ composite since 1983. Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 285.18 points, or 0.84%, to close at 34,407.60. S&P 500 climbed 1.23%. to end at 4450.38, and the NASDAQ composite advanced 1.45% to settle at 13,787.92. We got your weather, in-depth look at your weather coming up next.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature here today, 109 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 76. National Weather Service says the first excessive heat episode of the season begins today, lasting through early next week, with the high temperatures mostly between 111 to 115 degrees. By the latter half of next week, hot and overall dry conditions will persist, but the high temperatures are forecast to be closer to 110 degrees, or roughly 3 to 5 degrees above normal. Weather forecast calling for an excessive heat warning throughout the holiday weekend. It's going to be sunny and hot today. Highs right near 114. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 80. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 115. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies Sunday night, overnight lows around 80, west winds at around 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunny and hot, highs right near 115, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Independence Day Tuesday, sunny and hot, highs right near 113, south to southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Coming west, 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 81 degrees, 32% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District, once again, reporting air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico and in Nyland. Air quality is moderate for the rest of the region. Your financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And if you're coming across the border this hour, you got a 30 to 35 minute wait downtown. No wait in the Sentry lanes, no wait in the pedestrian lanes. The Eastport, the Gateway Port, 20 to 25 minute wait in the regular lanes, 20 to 25 minute wait in the 3 ready lanes. No wait in the East Sentry lane, 10 to 15 minute wait at the Andrade Port. CBS News coming up at the top of the hour. That is next.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's.
Is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Allison Keyes in Washington. Those with student loans are devastated after the Supreme Court nixed President Biden's school loan forgiveness program amid a slew of major decisions this week. CBS's Christina Raffini explains.
Chief Justice Roberts, writing for the 6-3 majority, said, quote, the student must be treated based on his or her experience as an individual, not on the basis of race.
I think the idea that our society can be colorblind is a silly one. We don't live in a perfect meritocracy.
CBS News polling shows that 70% of Americans don't think race should be a factor in college admissions. But data shows that after state courts struck down the practice in California and Michigan, admissions for Black and Latino students fell dramatically at their most selective schools.
Turning now to France, where the family of a teen of North African descent fatally shot by police is preparing for his funeral. CBS's Elaine Cobb reports there has been rioting over what demonstrators say is racism.
After 4 nights of violence across the country, many streets in France bear the scars of the clashes. Here in northern Paris, city workers have been moving burnt-out cars from the middle of the street to the side so that traffic can resume.
More storms in the U.S. this weekend as people are traveling for the 4th of July holiday next week. Kelly Cass is at the Weather Channel.
The heat doesn't go anywhere, nor do the storms. They move a little bit more into the east, the northeast, New England, down to the mid-Atlantic and the North Georgia mountains as well. Monday, still, it's all about the East Coast. But I would say across the middle of the country for picnics and barbecues looking great. The West Coast looks fantastic, by the way. But again, watching out on the 4th of July for more of Mother Nature's fireworks, thunderstorms for much of the East Coast.
The Hollywood Actors Union is extending contract talks to avoid a walkout at the same time as writers. CBS's Jeff Glore.
Friday's 11th hour deal now gives the Screen Actors Guild and major studios until July 12th to reach an agreement. The sticking points for SAG are streaming residuals and regulation for future use of artificial intelligence. Writers in Hollywood have been on strike for 9 weeks, dramatically reducing production. An actors' walkout could shutter the fall TV lineup and postpone blockbuster films.
Any parent knows potty training can be annoying, but most don't use a jail cell to help. 2 Florida police officers are accused of putting their 3.5-year-old son in jail twice to punish him for potty training accidents. When interviewed by state investigators, they admitted putting the child in a cell to get him to stop using diapers in 2022, and they say it worked. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
O'Reilly Auto Parts provides more than just the right parts for your repair. Our professional parts people can also offer free check engine light diagnosis. We can scan your vehicle and provide a list of possible fixes. Find the right parts for you or recommend a great local repair shop. Don't ignore your check engine light. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
But do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
There is a mermaid battle at the box office.
The ocean is a mysterious world.
Jane Fonda couldn't have said it better as Ruby Gillman, teenage Kraken, swims in to give the live-action Little Mermaid a run for its more than $500 million global box office. Unlike Disney's iconic version, Ruby is a teenager whose mer family lives seaside but tries to stay out of the water at all costs.
Soon, everyone will know the truth.
Ruby scores 73% on Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter. The Little Mermaid, 67.
That doesn't make us enemies.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A Florida woman being stalked by a hammerhead shark somehow stayed calm as it followed her on her paddleboard. She was competing in the Crossing for Fibrosis event and says it was like the message, be bold in the face of fear. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Lowe's believes in giving back to the communities they serve. That's why they're partnering once again with HGTV to honor people making a positive impact in their communities with a second season of HGTV's Build It Forward. Inspired by the Lowe's Hometowns Community Impact Program, hosts Tanya Nyack and Shane Duffy are traveling the country to surprise deserving community members with life-changing home renovations. Watch Build It Forward, all new Saturdays at 6/5 Central, part of Rescue Saturdays on HGTV.
He might not have a badge, but we have faith in his killer instinct. Celebrate the 10th anniversary of famed detective priest, Father Brown. Stream the new season now, only on BritBox.
That sounds like a marvelous plan.
Plus, watch even more unofficial detectives in much-loved series, including Agatha Christie's Marple, Murder in Provence, and more. Expect intriguing mystery. Expect The Undetectives. Start streaming today at BritBox.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer.
With George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you want to.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.